let's just get this show on the road. Welcome back, everybody. This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, and this is GG's The Mouthful Podcast.
GG!
Yes. With me, as always, is Mr. David Santos.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Killing me
With this song. Down.
All day, he's been doing this to me, and
As the flames went
I understand
higher,
it's a good song and all, but
and it burns. The late Johnny Cash. I love that song. That song is fantastic. I rediscovered. Basically, what happened is that I rediscovered Johnny Cash music
recently.
Recently, I rediscovered because I've heard all the songs or the major ones, and I don't know what happened, but one thing led to another, and the thing is, I'm like, I heard myself today, and I just keep going from there.
Oh man.
So yeah,
I'm not a fan of it.
What's up?
I think I told you the story already where it just got played too often at a bar we used to frequent when I was bartending.
During your long bartending nights.
And the bartending nights.
What
yes.
a life. And you had that song playing in the background.
Oh, somebody would
night.
always put it on the jukebox, and it got to the point where, again, when we hear it, it would be 4 or 5 of us going, "Come on, who put this on?"
Something tells me someone had great taste.
Somebody tells me it's the same old guy that sat in the corner every night drinking. I want to hear some Ring of Fire.
And his name was Johnny Cash.
Yeah, poor guy. So what's up, man? How you feeling here? I don't know about you, but
Feeling good.
I'm feeling really, really full.
I'm actually, we've been eating all day.
Yeah.
All day.
We're
At
like
work,
bears.
we had a potluck. Then we come here, we had the most amazing pizza. You know what? These people don't sponsor us, but God bless America. That Little Caesar's pizza, what was it? The bacon, it has chicken, it has...
pulled pork and bacon on a Little
you say
Caesar's
poop?
pizza. Pulled pork.
Oh, okay.
Pooped pork.
Pooped pork. Yes.
No, pulled pork. Pulled pork and bacon pizza with barbecue sauce on it.
Oh, it was great.
I gotta tell you,
I was full
for
already.
$9, bro.
I was full already, and I just kept eating.
You had 3 slices.
I had like 3 slices, and I'm like, I gotta stop. We have a podcast to do.
Yeah. Actually, we're starting late because we're almost passed out a moment ago.
Nobody knows that. Well, thanks for pointing it out.
Oh, well, sorry. Well, they're all gonna hear at the same time.
Yeah.
So what are we drinking, sir?
I have no
idea.
You bought this.
I know.
I
was just trying to stop you from sipping.
No, I'm kidding. No. I remember. I sip live. So.
Oh, that's right. So this is your first sip?
Yeah.
Okay. So hit it.
Oh my God. What the hell?
Love it.
This is. I was gonna say vile, but it's not. It's not that bad, actually. It tastes like something that I will water my plants with, and it's not water.
So this is Shock Tops. It's called ginger wheat. So it's got that
ginger ale.
It's got ginger in it, so it's got a little ginger ale. You don't like ginger ale?
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Well,
It's a little too earthy, and no, actually.
Ginger's from the earth. It's
No,
a root.
and I wouldn't say. I mean, that's normally it's not a bad thing, but I don't know. The combination here is
it's
kind of
interesting.
weird. Yeah,
it's got a citrus ginger thing going, and I like it.
They also had buy one get one free.
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
going.
Thanks to Publix.
Probably. I know why now.
Yeah, buy one get one from Publix.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm digging it. It's pushing that food that we've been eating down nicely.
We're gonna need more.
No more. No more. All right, guys, we're gonna go right into what are we up to.
Long time. Run on for a long time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are we still on this song?
This is a different one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Anyway, what have we been up to? I guess I'll start this time. By the way, in case you're missing a voice here, Mr. Infante, unfortunately, Alex, who joined us last week, wasn't going to join us this week, and unfortunately, he was a bit under the weather, so he didn't even go into work today. So
Yeah, bro, get better.
Yes, get better, and
We need to
hopefully
fit a third
chair. Yeah, this rotating third chair
We
here.
still haven't figured out how to work Skype out. So
I think I have it figured out. I really do. I think it's gonna work this time.
when you realize when we don't have a third guest, that puts a lot of pressure on me. Because
Yes,
suddenly I have to sound witty, and I'm not witty. I'm not a wit. All right.
Oh man. So anyway, I'll start. Still playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Freaking love this game, dude. I absolutely. By the way, there's a challenge right now.
Wow.
That I have with Armando on the group. The challenge is to make a better picture using photo mode than he did.
Oh wow!
So,
using the photo mode.
Using the photo mode in the game.
That's cool.
I'm not gonna lie. He posted up a good one. It's an action shot and everything. So I'm like, all right. So he's already set the bar kind of high here.
If I kind of want to see these photos, are there anything that I should be concerned about? Are we avoiding like spoilery stuff?
It's not. I don't know. Technically, I don't know. He could be ahead of me. From what I saw in there, it doesn't seem like there's anything of story importance.
Yeah.
But it does have a new outfit for Aloy, also known as Egret.
Egret, yes.
No, it has a new outfit for her. This one I didn't see on the early lists that are available, so this may be a later on one, or maybe a secret one for all I know. You know what I mean? But that's okay. I mean, it's just an outfit. You know what I mean?
There's a room somewhere that you see like an outfit that you can just grab. And
where's this room? A room?
No. I mean, it's like one of them caves that.
Oh, that's behind something that you have to have open up a door.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like missing locks or missing
power
cells.
Power cells. Yeah.
I saw it, but I haven't. Maybe he opened it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if it's that one, but.
So that was an outfit. I thought. Why did I think it was a weapon? Well, maybe it was an outfit then.
It looked like. Yeah,
armor?
I think it was armor.
Armor.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was armor. Yeah,
All
it was some sort of armor.
But yeah, so that's my current challenge that I have. But on top of that, I'm just enjoying the freaking game.
A photo contest.
A photo contest. Hey.
You guys are enjoying this game way too much. You're making. I mean, this game has enough side quests already without you guys coming up with new ones.
You're right. I'm level 19 right now.
So am I.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're keeping up, believe it or not. You and I. I play.
Yeah, I feel like you play more,
but I don't.
Yet
I play less frequently, but for a longer period of time. For instance, like Tuesdays and Saturdays, I'll put in 5, maybe 6 hours in all in just back to back. But then the rest of the week, if I can get an hour in, maybe, and an hour in an open world game. You're not really doing much. I'm just like managing my items at that point. You know what I mean? And then, okay, I managed that. Let me turn this shit off. You know what I mean? So
I've been doing a lot of these side quests and stuff because for some reason, even though I don't tend to go for every little thing to do in a game. Like I don't try to like platinum anything. Even this game, with all the hype, I was like, probably won't be doing. For some reason, I find myself wanting to, even if I'm not having fun.
Yeah, see, that's where an error comes in.
I think that's a problem because I've been complaining of, oh man, there's just some parts like this game is not grabbing me, this and that. It's because I'm doing little of the story.
Yeah,
I'm mostly.
You can't even tell me. I asked David yesterday, the day before. I was like, "Where are you in the actual main story?" And you're like,
"I can tell you.
I don't remember.
I can tell you because
he's been lost in the woods for the last."
Yes. Killing Cybertooth and yeah. Like
those damn sawtooths, bro. I gotta tell you, I felt like a challenge every time I see one. I'm like, it's this immediate thing going. Do I take him on or do I avoid him? Right? And I'm like, and then I started taking him on. And then he's just a pain, bro. He's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they're difficult.
No matter. Level 19, I'm still going, why is this guy not getting any easier?
Well, you have the weapon that pins him down, right?
I do.
I still don't know how to use. I mean, is that one of the weapons that I had that I
start with? No.
Do I have to buy that? What's it called?
It's not the trip caster. It is I think it's a rope caster is what it is.
Rope caster.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it. Like every store that I go, every vendor
should have it. Everyone I have has it there.
They seem to be selling almost the same thing.
Well, this is pretty early on, so I'm not sure if there's anything else, but it is.
I don't have I don't have that. I've been killing them bow and arrow and stealth basically.
Okay.
That's my
for
approach.
Sawtooth.
Yeah.
No, I've the first time I tried using that rope caster, it works. But my God, dude, he's the Sawtooth is like shaking, just pulling the ropes as hard. He's just going mad. It's almost like a cat. Think of putting a cat in a bag. Yeah, this is a reason why they say you can't put a cat in a bag because they're gonna fight and struggle the whole way. It's the same thing. I'm trying to rope this damn thing down. And he's just struggling, and he's not sitting still. And I'm trying to aim for the canister, and he's just como un gato, just
he's just moving way too
like
much.
a cat. So, anyway. Needless to say, I'm still enjoying the shit.
Higher or lower than BioShock?
Oh no, BioShock is number one.
BioShock is still number one. Okay, just I'm still getting a temperature check, just making sure.
even right now, I would still say Witcher is still better than this.
Oh, that's right. That's your new. Yeah, that Witcher is your new BioShock.
No, I still like BioShock.
Oh wow! Yeah. Okay, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
BioShock is that good, sir.
They need to make another BioShock.
No, I'm fine. Just leave shit alone. Yeah,
good. Yeah.
But I'm still enjoying the heck out of this game. I'm curious on where people are at. So if you want to put stuff on the, as non-spoilery as you can go. Put some stuff on
level.
Level. Say where you level. Where you
that
at.
should give us an idea of where you are in the story.
Correct.
You need to know.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, there is a level cap on it, which was, I want to say it's 50.
I didn't know there was a level cap. I mean, I would have imagined. Yeah, I guess it makes sense because what would be the point of keep going up and up?
Correct. I don't know what that, I don't know if that means.
And that's when you prestige and you start over.
I don't know. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it.
I don't know if I'll be playing that long. I mean, I intend to beat it. I intend to finish it.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's mostly. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna beeline the story?
I will try to.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm doing. I'm trying to every night I play, at least get some element of the story done, and clear out a couple things. I'm not saying that it's a bad game and that's why I'm getting bored.
No.
I'm saying it's a great game. Maybe I just have too many things in my head. Other great games that I've been playing, that I've been putting back, that I've been wanting to go back to, like Neo, like eventually Yakuza 0, and I still have to finish Final Fantasy.
Do you have to? You can YouTube the ending. Let's be real.
I need to see it. People tell me it's worth the anyway. So I have, maybe I'm thinking of that. Maybe I'm just too.
You're focused on everything.
I'm focusing on everything else. Exactly.
And then on top of that, you're literally just in the woods and just kind of hunting down every little piece of collectible.
Yeah, and when I can't get to
boring,
it easy, then I get frustrated, and that probably takes away from my enjoyment. Well, no, but I mean, if I had to say, obviously, it's gonna be on my list on the Game of the Years. I'm putting it on my list. I mean, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Well, I can't imagine, but there's so many good games.
No, hey, that's true, but I mean, it's still early.
Right now,
it's still
early sayings on Persona 5 is that the game is really fucking good. Like I'm getting, 10 out of 10 from some unknown source that, I mean, it's known, but I wouldn't say it's too trustworthy because it's owned by PlayStation, I guess. Is it owned by PlayStation?
I don't know if it's owned by PlayStation. They make it.
It's a PlayStation. It's a PlayStation UK magazine or whatever. Yeah. So
obviously, if it has a name, they have to have some sort of something
connection. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like a game. Like back in the day, Game Informer. Like I wouldn't trust a Game Informer review because it was like, how gay. Of course, they're tied to GameStop, which is an evil company. But more of that later.
Moving on. So yes, still playing the game. And that's really all I've been playing. But what I did watch, and I wanted to bring up because you saw this movie. It was a movie I watched. It's The Arrival. Oh no, not The Arrival. It's called Arrival. That's it.
Arrival.
Yeah. There is The Arrival, which is a whole different movie. It's with Amy Adams, and it's basically the whole
Hawkeye.
deal. Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker, yeah, that's right.
He's in it as well. I know you saw it, and I know you came out of it with a meh.
I was mildly. It's the good movie. It's just you go see it expecting something else, you're gonna be disappointed. Of course,
it's exactly how I felt watching it. But the problem is, as when I started to realize,
it's not an action movie by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it has some suspenseful moments, but it's not action at all.
This is not Independence Day.
Exactly. It's not Independence Day. It's not. It's not.
And to be clear,
actually, it's probably more closer to the movie First Contact.
First Contact. Yeah. I was gonna say, to be clear, I wasn't. It's not that I was expecting Independence Day. I was just expecting a little bit more. It was a little bit too shrouded in mystery for my taste. It was kind of slow, but it was nominated for an Oscar. Won.
And well deserved nomination.
Yeah.
My issue with it is, it's not an issue. What I'm realizing is that I think halfway through or somewhere through it, I realized this is not the focus of this movie. Really isn't the fact that there was an arrival. You know what I mean? The themes behind it are what that are more important. And because of that, I want to see it again. And I really now that I kind of have the expectation of what it's trying to do, I think it is more meaningful if you watch it again with that expectation.
Yeah.
Because some of the themes in it include. I mean, number one thing is communication, and I think you can get that from the trailer, because essentially what they're trying to do is they're trying to communicate with these aliens that came down. But the whole movie is focused around communication, being able to communicate to essentially deliver your message so that there's understanding between everybody. There's slight spoilers here. There are moments in there because obviously the whole world is aware of this arrival.
Yeah.
And there's tension within the world powers. And because of that, the theme of communication comes up. They don't communicate with each other.
No.
And it leads to what could possibly be.
Funnily enough, it's a lot more the communication between us.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than
more
the communication.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a big theme of the movie. Loss is also a big theme of the movie. Again, I'm not going to go into that, but the point is, and I'm not going to dwell on this, but there was a really poor experience that my wife and I had last weekend with some people who just obviously didn't appreciate having a Spanish theme event.
Culture.
And it's that lack of communication that it bothered the hell out of me. And seeing this movie really shined a light on that, on the fact that we need to be more, open with each other. Everybody should be more open with each other. And
open
that movie,
dialogue.
Yes, and that movie really, it's a good movie. No, just no, it is not an action movie.
No.
It is basically
it's not gonna be Men in Black either. It's not gonna be.
It's a dramatic film.
Yeah.
With some deep, deep thoughts, and it's a thoughtful film, and I definitely recommend it for everybody. Everybody should watch this.
Now that you mention it, I'm kind of want to see it again.
I do because now that I know the message really was very little about what was. The aliens and all that. Although they're a major part of it as well. But if you focus on that, you're going to start going, where's the blasters? Where's where are the men in the little flame saucers?
Yes, I know.
But when you don't, and you see the message, it really is. It's a great movie. And I'm realizing now I feel, because originally I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I was telling you, I was like, I liked it, but I don't know how I feel about it. And so I'm gonna actually.
Well, we like it for different reasons that you expected to like it, which is. Kind of like the way it went with me. I wouldn't say I was too mad with it. It was just like, oh, okay, that's not bad.
Which the trailer would have let me know what this was.
Yeah,
that was gonna be. Yeah. But it's cool. But definitely, I recommend it.
I think the reason why it caught our interest, or at least mine, was because it was one of those rating boards.
Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. It was holding on to 100% after like 40 something reviews.
Exactly. When I went to see it, it was 98%. I was like, okay, this movie is like extraordinary, and I think that's the expectation I had.
Yeah.
That's the thing I had.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah.
And it was. I never forget. I think I send you a message, send Nelson a message, Gunner, and I was like, guys, what does it take when you hear reviews and you want to say, well, how many reviews does it take for you to start getting serious. And I think you said about 15, and he said about the same amount. And I sent them the picture of here's 48.
48.
And look at the percentage.
Everybody
it's like 100%.
agreeing.
I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa. So I was like, we definitely got to see that. But definitely, I recommend that.
Maybe that's how I feel about The Legend of Zelda after I play it.
Maybe
It'll be like, oh, this game is 100%, but not for the reason that I thought it. I thought it was going to be more like Dark Souls.
Well, funny you should say that. Seth actually did mention that he felt that it was like I mean, as Dark Souls as a Link will ever get, you know what I mean? But he was comparing it because
they say it's hard. They say
it's not easy.
Yeah, especially the beginning part.
I'm interested in it because I feel like it's going back to the Adventures of Link, the difficulty, because Adventures of Link was a kick your ass Link, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel it's going back to that, and that really has me kind of amped a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but anyway, that's what I've been doing, sir.
Is it enough to warrant getting a Switch?
I said it. I won't do it now because, like I said, okay, I'll get that.
To do it now. Would you want to play it?
I will do it when, like I said, so I'll have Mario. Then I'll have a more steady stream of stuff. Because now, guess what's right now? Right now is Horizon. Mass Effect is coming up. I want to get Nier Automata.
Yes.
Then there's freaking Persona 5.
Persona 5.
I have shit to do.
Yes.
And on top of that, apparently the Switch needs help in fixing their interface or something's going on with it. Get all that shit fixed, then I'll buy it.
People were complaining that there was no music on the App Store, on the e-store, the
There's
e-shop.
no music?
There's no music. You know how? Well,
the
previous one. Well, they always had that charismatic music on every on the Wii.
PSN doesn't have music.
No, I know, but Nintendo fans expect that.
Does Xbox Live have music?
No, it doesn't.
So
this is, I don't know, man.
So of all the freaking things to complain about, what?
Because Nintendo fans are weird.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
They're weird. I'm just kidding. Seth, stop typing. Stop yelling. Stop yelling at your car. I was joking.
People are gonna think you're crazy.
I know. Cody, please calm this guy down. So what I've been doing is a little bit of what you've been doing, which is playing Horizon also, because what else is there? No, there is a lot in there, but I kind of wanted to enhance my experience a little bit. So I went and traded my PlayStation and my Xbox. It was time. I got myself a PS4 Pro.
Yes. And how is it?
My life has changed. I can smell colors. Suddenly I understand the meaning of life and everything that's good and pure and holy. And it feels exactly the same as the PlayStation.
So basically, you were smelling colors all this time. You didn't realize.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much. No, man. I mean, I was excited with the coming of the new firmware update.
Firmware,
yeah. They had
4.5.
4.5. I always want to say 5.0 also. The boost mode and all that, and I have my games that I know they play really good. But man, if I could get that frame rate locked, it will be so much better. And there is a list actually, which I'm thinking if I find it, I'll post it. It tells you pretty much every of the older games that are, that don't have the pro support, but that what the improvement,
what the boost mode would,
what the improvement will be. Yeah, exactly. By having the boost mode, and it's real. There's games that have like even a 30% increase in performance, which is amazing. Now the boost mode doesn't work with every game. It's not gonna make every game. Like I think, unfortunately, I found out. What's the game that you were playing? Bloodborne.
Okay.
It doesn't really
do anything
major on it, really. So that sucks because that was the perfect game for that. If there was a game that I would have gone back to.
Yeah, that needs to what they need there is to cut on the load times, and then they did, believe it or not. Yeah. But it's still long.
I'm like,
oh
now,
man.
When you play a game like Neo, and then you go back to you gotta play Neo, bro. And then you go back
Actually, I
to
think
Bloodborne.
I'm doing it in the right order.
You're doing it in the right order, yeah.
Because I'll never go back to Bloodborne if I play Neo.
That's true. That's true. So no, but the reason I'm saying that is because also I don't have a 4K HDR TV. I intend to. So I figured, okay, this is the first step. You know, the timing is right, and let's face it, I'm a slave to the PlayStation 4 for a really long time because everything is coming on that freaking console. That's why.
So you traded in your Xbox One.
Yes.
How was that, sir? Did that feel
It was,
like you were a traitor?
I felt like I was betraying. Yeah, it was. That was a twinge.
Yeah.
Because
do you miss it?
I didn't play it when I had it, so no, not really. Because I have Halo War 2, which I intend to play,
but you have it on,
and Halo War, but I have it on PC. See, if you have a PC, you don't
need.
read.
Yeah,
I mean,
for the most part, yeah.
I'm gonna want Scorpio. Well, unless they destroyed the whole presentation and it's TV or something like that. but until then, I can hold myself up without. I mean, I did that with the PS3. Believe it or not, I bought a PS3 day one, and I played a couple of the launch titles, and then I noticed that I wasn't playing anything. So I was like, what the hell with this? I can almost get my money back if I sell it. And I ended up doing that. I ended up being without a PlayStation 3 for like 6 months, and I got it back when
things started rolling in.
Exactly. So, eventually, I'm not abandoning the Xbox camp because I still need my Halo.
Yeah, and if you do, you can always go back and get that nice white one, huh?
No, because I will wait for
Scorpio.
For Scorpio.
Oh,
yeah, if Scorpio comes in white, then that's on
it better.
Anyway, it's better. Yeah,
it looks pretty.
It's not a nice machine. No, but eventually, I want to get a 4K TV. I haven't decided which one I'm going because I'm starting to get a little bit. The problem is I'm playing with my plasma, but because I'm playing so close to it, Plasma has this thing where they try to do like an artificial noise that you don't notice from the back. I mean, like visual noise, because it's their method of preventing burnings. Because
on the screen,
on the screen.
I got you. Okay.
So if you're sitting from the back, there's not. I mean, the colors look beautiful, everything looks nice. But when you're sitting that close, you start noticing, and it's a little bit distracting. So I'm thinking, it's time I can put that TV on the and I figure, okay, this is one more step that will push me towards it, because it's either that or like upgrade my computer. There's a 1080 Ti that came out recently that is calling my name, seducing me. But let me see what else. I saw Logan at the movie theater last Monday, and I mean, I won't go too much into it, but I will say that yes, the movie's great. I thought it was great. I have a couple of people on my Facebook feed that didn't like it, like Angel Campos didn't like it, and I'm like,
did they give
he didn't specify.
Yeah,
no, I think I posted somewhere on the lines of, I'll let you guys know if the movie's great, and they immediately responded like no, and another friend of mine, she responded no, and I'm like, I can't understand why. Maybe again they were expecting something else out of it.
It could be.
If you're expecting Iron Man out of this or something along the lines, this is not the type of movie it is. This is. I mean, it has action because it has action.
Yeah, look at it the other way. What if it's a property that you love, right? And then they suddenly change it to something different. Now, I'll be the first to say that the original Wolverine was crap. The second Wolverine movie was okay. The Wolverine movie. I'm talking about X-Men movies, Wolverine movies, right? So, but there were people who liked it. So perhaps they're the ones who go, this is a great freaking movie. They love the original X-Men Origins Wolverine. They love the Wolverine movie, the second one. And they're going to this one thinking it's going to be similar, and it's not.
Well, and those people are probably heartless, and they have poor taste. Because I didn't care anything for any X-Men movies.
Well, did you see the other Wolverines?
No, but I heard the what was it, the second one that was good, or the first?
The
there
second one was okay, but it had
people
the
were
whole,
saying they were
yeah.
good. People, the
Silver
general
Samurai,
thing was that it was they were good.
It was
But
that one.
again, I really don't care much about the X-Men universe, so I skip it. Also, I didn't like the X-Men movie. Anyway, this one, because I saw the premise and it looked so interesting and looked kind of like darkish, and so because it's R-rated, I don't know if the other ones were.
No, this is the first. Well, not really, because what's the other? Deadpool was the first R-rated.
No, but I
film.
mean the Wolverines.
But yeah, this is the first one that Wolverine did. Yeah.
Okay, I get the feeling that more and more movies are gonna be wearing that
It's about
R
time,
rating
dude.
with
It's
a badge,
about
like a badge of
freaking
honor.
Yeah, it's about time. I actually got it. This is a sidebar here.
Yeah.
But basically, movies had gotten to that point where movie companies are like, no, we want PG-13 because we'll have a bigger audience.
Yeah.
And if we make it rated R, you're not going to make as much money. Well, you know what? It's bullshit, because here it is, plain and simple. Make a good movie. Don't worry about what the rating is. Make a good film. Deadpool, perfect example. And that was a lower budget. This one here, also in comparison, kind of looks maybe a little bit lower budget. I don't know.
I would say probably, yeah.
because of where it is. But the point is, it can be done. It is possible. Do it, because there are people who like, you know what? Stop. Somebody gets shot or stabbed. There should be blood.
Exactly.
That's the way it works.
That's
what
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
The source material, hey, guy with knives on his fist, he'll probably do some damage with
Correct,
them,
yes.
and to be covering all the, I mean, you don't see blood. It's ridiculous. No,
Exactly.
this one revels in its violent nature, and
That
little girl is adorable. Oh my god, I want my daughter to be also like a cold blood killer like she is. It is so amazing.
You want some strange stuff, sir?
No. This, go watch it. If you have, go watch it. Just go watch it. I think that's all I've been doing.
All right, guys, and we're going to go right into some news. I don't have a lot of items because it's kind of a slow week when it comes to news.
Everybody's busy playing games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of good stuff out there.
all the people, all the journalists and everything, they're at home playing Horizon.
Nobody has time to make news, so we have to make them up.
Exactly. Let's see here. Let's go start from the top. First, I'm going to jump into, this is because I love Game of Thrones. I know you kind of fell off of it, but 7 Seasons will premiere this summer, mid-July, and I can't wait. It's supposed to be shorter, more condensed, and it's also finishing because season 8 will be the last one.
Did you see the unveiling?
Actually, yes, they showed it on Polygon. I was following a Polygon article, and they were talking about it here. It's July 16th. That's just what I was looking for.
They had the date enclosed into like a block of ice.
Oh,
and then they were transmitting this through Facebook Live, and I guess if people type fire, it'll have like a flamethrower like. Hit the
hit it?
Ice,
the announcement, made on Facebook Live. Interesting.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I thought it was.
You know what
Dracarys
signifies right there, man. It's the melting of the White Walkers.
Yes, the dragons.
Yes.
The dragons have to come.
Fire and ice.
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Those books are excellent.
Yes.
The series is good. The series is good.
Series is good. Stop talking shit about the series.
No, it's good. It's not better than the book. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I won't disagree. Some Nintendo Switch news. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon will come to the Nintendo Switch.
What? When did this happen?
In time.
Oh. Someday.
Yes. Unfortunately, someday. Yes. Mr. Reggie, the main man over at Nintendo. His last name? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Filame?
Feels a me.
Who the hell knows?
I don't know, but he feels me.
Show me where Reggie touched you.
Oh God. All right, now we're getting a little crazy. So no, he says, and I quote, "We're talking to a range of companies about services, companies like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, things that will come in time. In our view, these are not differentiators. What differentiates us is the way you play with the Nintendo Switch and what you can play." So that's his
You would think,
words on that.
yeah, it's kind of expected. I mean, come
is
on,
expected,
You
but
have a
it's
you
also-
have a tablet, and yes, yeah, I know what you're gonna say. We should have had that sooner, But I mean, who knows what the architecture to program on it? I mean, I heard it's the same one or similar to the one that Nvidia uses on
Really?
their Nvidia Shield. Yeah, because it's Tegra.
Oh,
chip.
yeah, that's right. Okay.
So, I mean, I thought that there was a rumor at first that the Nintendo Switch was going to be based on Android.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me.
Remember?
That.
Yeah. So, I mean, that would have been the smart way to go. I'm sure that the Android store would have had music.
The hell with that Android, and it would have had Android store, but it would have had a buttload of crap
Oh
games.
no! I'm sure they would have locked that shit down. they would not.
I don't know. Well, I guess it's Nintendo. You're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, look forward to that. Any Switch owners out there?
You want to switch?
I do. Eventually.
I'll get one eventually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Naughty Dog is on record here. A couple news items from Naughty Dog. Another Uncharted game, they say, is unlikely.
Yes.
So
I mean,
pretty much the last thing we'll probably see would be the Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is starring Chloe Frazer and Nadine Ross.
See, that's good.
I agree.
I think that's smart. Just give us a side story with them. They're interesting characters. The female characters. I don't need to have another forced Nathan Drake story. I mean, that story has been told already.
Yep. This was Evan Wells who told that to Game Informer. He said, "I will never say never, but we've got Last of Us 2
Well, yeah.
on our plate, so they're probably going to be working on that for the next 5 years." So
I thought I heard mention that they say that, but they don't discard the possibility of handling the franchise to like another studio.
well, Sony may do that.
That will suck.
Yeah.
That'll be the Gears of War Judgment of it. Or the God of War Ascension.
Oh, it's Ascension, yeah.
Yeah. No,
I
don't do that.
I would like to think Sony is smart enough to know these guys are what made this game.
Mm-hmm.
No one else can do it. You know what I mean? So, and they'll be smart enough to, or maybe they can do some sort of weird spin-off.
And it's not like
I don't
they
know,
can't.
but-
It's not that no one can do it. It's just you probably wouldn't have the same quality, and that story again has been already told to the end.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's a complete story. Just let it
There
go.
was a harsh end at the end. A point on like, okay, yes, this is the last of them. So I don't think that we need to have another one.
Yeah. Keeping it on Naughty Dog, co-president Christophe Balestra announced that he is leaving Naughty Dog. And he's been there for 15 years. So he's pretty much seen...
There's been
The
an
beginnings of
unusual amount of departures out of it. I mean, some major or noticeable ones, like the writer.
Which writer?
I forgot her name.
Oh,
She-
the
she
one who
left
went to Amy something? The one who went to
EA.
Yeah, Visceral.
Visceral,
went to
yes.
Visceral,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to work on Star Wars.
What is her name? Amy something.
Oh, we're
But yeah,
gotta find out.
I forgot.
I don't
her
want
name.
to. Yes, I don't want to throw. I don't want to leave it like
Amy-
that.
Yeah, it is coming. But yeah, so yeah, that was a while ago. That was before Uncharted 4 was even released. So I don't think they're connected, but I think I hear, and I'm
Amy
sure
Hennig.
you've heard Amy Hennig. Yeah. She actually went on an interview saying the crunch times for Naughty Dog are probably the worst, the most
that
brutal.
sucks.
So
That's terrible.
yeah. So I mean, it is. I mean, I can't say it is what it is. I hope, and I hope that people are taken care of.
Yeah.
In that company.
No, but
clearly,
video game crunch times. I mean, a lot of people are like very excited. They want to get into the game development. That's a brutal,
It is very-
brutal,
yeah,
brutal
brutal.
job for something that is supposed to be like your dream,
Yeah.
and you want to create everything that you like, and it is. It's kind of horrible. I mean, I read because remember I was reading that book. I finally finished it. Masters of Doom.
Masters of Doom. Yeah.
I understand you.
Yeah. I'm chapter 6 now, 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still listening to it.
Yeah, they start talking about what a nightmare that is.
But the funny thing is, in those situations, when you look at them, they are the ones doing that. They and going to Masters of Doom, the creators, was Carmack and
and Joe Romero.
Romero. No one forced them to do those really. I mean, for the most part, early on. They weren't for. It almost became a thing where they know this is what we need to do. We can get it out in time.
Yeah.
They stocked up on pizza, stocked up on soda, and they just worked through the night. You know what I mean? So I guess that kind of, as video games grew up, those people became company leaders, and it's like, guys, this is what it takes. This is what type of business this is. I'm not saying it's right, but
now Jonas Remote haven't seen his wife for God knows how many days because he's staying out at work, finishing a game.
Yeah, he's talking about 16-hour days, and then for like weeks of 16-hour days. That's a lot. Yeah,
forced overtime. That's not the type of job I want now.
Yeah. So anyway, he's leaving. Hopefully, that doesn't take away anything major from the development of
probably Last of Us 2.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah,
hopefully. Telltale's Guardian of the Galaxy, a game debuts this spring. We have. I thought we had a date here, and apparently I don't.
Great. Another Telltale game. Yay. I hope they don't stray too much from the formula.
Well, apparently it doesn't appear that this adventure game is going to relate at all to the Guardian films in any way, so it's probably going to be a standalone story. A standalone story, yeah. Something to note here, Nolan North, the voice that's everywhere.
The voice of everything.
Of everything. He will be voicing Rocket Raccoon.
He will be voicing Rocket Raccoon?
That's who's going to be doing it.
Oh, great.
So look forward to that.
I guess they couldn't get the real actors, so they were like, yeah, we're not going to base this on the films.
No. Well, I didn't think they were going to get the real actors. I mean, that would cost more. Yeah, that would cost way too much. So let's see. They're going to announce more information on March 17th, which is South by Southwest. So there's no actual date just yet, but coming soon. It says spring, so hopefully it's good. I still want to do The Walking Dead season 3, but I'm waiting for all the episodes. I'm not doing that episodic shit anymore because I just want this. Just give me the full story. Yeah. I don't want to have to wait. More game news. Something you would be interested in, sir. Quake Champions. Beta signups are now open.
Oh, yes.
Are you into that?
Completely.
Yeah?
Quake. So we have a little bit more news on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember playing Quake 2 and Quake 3 Arena, which is still being played to this day, believe it or not, vividly on a community. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The first time I saw this announcement, it looked good and all, but I was like, oh man, this kind of looks a little bit too much like Quake 3 Arena, and we already have that, and I don't know if the game merits, paying full price for it. Well, they announced that the game, you could actually play the game for free.
Okay.
It's gonna be a free to play.
It's free to play?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. In a way that's gonna be very similar to like League of Legends does, which is they release a hero, or kind of like Killer Instinct.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they release a hero, you can play with that character, and you accumulate this they call them favors. I get is their monetary whatever. And you accumulate enough of them, you can sort of rent. They don't like to call it that way, but that's basically the way you do it. You can rent another character, and you can play a little bit with that other character. Supposedly, there's going to be an easy way of getting that currency, that favor currency or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So So, but you can also just pay full price and get what eventually would have been the complete package, the complete game. So it's cool that they have that because they can foster a community and they can attract people. And it kind of goes back to, and the book touches on this, that shareware kind of mentality, where you offer a little bit and then that's how you get
want
people
more, you pay for the rest.
Man, I don't know why a lot, companies aren't doing that anymore. It feels like. You think they are?
Hanging on to Telltale's. Telltale's does that. Or I don't know if they're doing it, or I don't know who's specifically offering. But usually the first episode at some point.
At some point.
I don't know if maybe it's
they don't release it free.
No, the original episode, no. But eventually they do. I guess kind of. It'll be available for free. Mm-hmm. You like it, you can try. You can play the entire first episode. Mm-hmm. All you have to do at that point is pay for the rest of the episodes. I think it would work for them because my wife was she does books online. What do you call it? Kindle books and all that. They do that all the time. Well, there was a book series. Well, the first book's free. And she'll read it, and of course, if you want to, then you can pay for the for the sequels and all that stuff. Yeah. So it's out there, and people still kind of doing it, but not like that. Not like
that's how dealers started. I'll give you this one for free.
Dealers,
yes. Drug dealers.
Your first hit will be for free.
Yeah, that's big. The shareware weed, basically. The share weed.
Yes, we do not condone the use of.
No, well, we don't judge either.
Yeah, no judgment either. Yeah, feel free.
So
peace, peace and love and everything.
So yeah, I am very excited. You were giving the news, sir.
No, you're fine. No worries. I had some Division news here, but I really don't know if Division Year 2 content was going to be free.
Oh yeah,
and like
anybody in the group playing?
Yeah, who's still playing Division?
I feel like I have believe it or not, I have wanted to go back because like there is something on this game that feels like it's right, but then I start playing and no, enemy bullet sponges, it's all wrong. Enemy bullet, human bullet sponges, you messed up right there.
Yes,
on the very basics.
But I mean, they're supporting it. I mean, obviously,
definitely.
Like I have to look at it this way: if there was not a community, then they wouldn't even bother. Like Evolve, they wouldn't even bother.
The fact that they're making it free, it tells me that they're struggling. Yeah, they're wanting to.
They're trying to bring
whatever
it
takes. Yeah.
Last little piece of news I have is I also another one I really didn't want to bring up, but apparently Horizon Zero Dawn did receive some criticisms, specifically for the use of certain terms in their game. And while I can understand that this would be offensive in some ways, when you really look at, you have to look up the articles. It's basically the use of brave, basically a Native American group essentially wrote in and was upset that some of the reviewers didn't point out the fact that these names were used derogatory terms were used in the game. I had no point. I'm not Native American, so I don't I don't have any history to know if that's but none
offensive.
of them offensive anyway. But none of them appeared to be used in an offensive manner. But it seemed to I don't know, got a light shined on it for some reason, and I gotta say I'm a little bit like
peeved.
Yeah, I'm just like this game. Don't get me wrong. Forget about the fact that. Forget about the action game. The fact the story is great, the graphics great. Throw that all aside. This is a pretty forward-thinking, game here.
As far as being inclusive,
great. Yeah, I'm like, if you look at the game, I mean, everything seems to be included. You know what I mean? If you want to do the checkbox thing, like every checkbox was kind of checked here, you know what I mean?
From the get-go.
And just
because there's other ways that you can be inclusive, correct, and mess it up.
Yeah, exactly, and make it feel not sincere in any way. Yeah. But here, you have a strong female lead character, who is I like the character. You have the world itself is populated by characters of all color.
The tribes are diverse.
One tribe is so diverse.
Yeah.
You can tell there's black, there's Asian, there's everything is included in here. So it's like, what the hell? What else do you want? It's like that's. All right.
The use
again,
I think,
as I said, I cannot speak in any way as to what is offensive, especially again after what just happened over the weekend. What I was mentioning, that was aimed at me. What I'm saying? Literally was aimed at me, my wife, and my mother-in-law. So you know the feeling because it's aimed at you. This I didn't see.
You're talking about your experience.
My experience, when I went to watch a Solar Bears game. Solar Bears is a hockey game. And I don't want to get into it again, but basically, I can tell when something is aimed your way. Like I said, this in no way did I think was aimed in any way, and I don't think it was any really poor thought process. I really think they put all effort in there to make sure this is like I said, a really forward thinking game, and include all kinds of diversity in it, and not. It's just it's just so weird that one thing was shined on.
This is the wrong side of PC. This is the wrong side of this is the you have a lot of people, a great amount of people don't celebrate Christmas, and that's fine. And you say Merry Christmas, and they might not say back, but that's cool. But then you have the other people that get offended at that, and it's like, well, it was never my intention to offend you. It's just my superpowers, my mind reading powers are not working right now.
Exactly,
because
it happens to be the holidays.
Exactly. And, so that's the wrong side of PC, and that's the. It's like I said, it's trying to look for the political thing to grab into, because whether I don't know what it's for. Could be for acknowledgement, for them to grab attention. Who knows?
And it can also be, in the end, it could also be that from my understanding, is the person never actually played the game. They just, I don't know how they got to know that knowledge that was even in the game, but it feels like, come on, what was the deal here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't see the connection there, but if they're offended, I understand. You know what I mean?
Neither one of us are Native Americans.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I can't. I can't know what they've been through and all that. I just think if you really look away from that tiny little thing, because it's not even done very well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Just look away from that for a moment, and you look at the rest of the game, and look at the fact that so much diversity is in the forefront of the game. It's just they are showing it in every angle. You know what I mean? Women, for Christ's sake, are shown here to be probably the most badass people in that whole world.
Yeah, it's a matriarch society.
Yeah,
the female character is a non-sexualized, like strong, woman.
So it's like there's just other things here. So I don't know. Anyway, so that it rubbed me a little the wrong way. I was like, oh, okay, I guess, if we have to find something, we can find, because the graphics are too good. We can't knock that down. So, anyway, so moving on that, sir. That's all I have for news.
It's a good point that you bring, because the developers of this game took the time. I don't think it was the fact that they were checking, check marking, a list. They just decided to break with the typical, the typical tropes of video games, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's good and all that, and that's the right way of doing that. And also, but you can also have a wrong way of not a wrong way. I'm not gonna say wrong. Sorry, I will say a way that
an unsincere
sounds
way,
like ham-fisted a little bit. We just found out. So you play Overwatch, or you've played Overwatch. We got a lot of people in the group that play Overwatch, and we just found out that after the game has been released for so many times, one of the characters is said to be autistic.
Autistic.
Yeah, which is Symmetra.
Symmetra.
Yeah, which really cool, because it kind of explains some of her sayings and sort of her the poses and stuff like that. But the reason I say it strikes me a little bit the wrong way is because like lately it seems like Blizzard is just attaching this social things to their characters. Like we've recently found out that we have a Tracer, which is like the main character of the game, and she's supposed to be gay. You know, well, first of all,
which is fine.
It's a character. It's a character. You could if this was disclosed from the very get go, and if this would have been marketed from the very get go, that would have looked like a sincere attempt.
Looks like they're saying that this is the character, this is what this is part of them, and
exactly
and
when you just see an opportunity to just bring it to the forefront, like, oh, by the way, Tracer's gay, then everybody's like, what? Wait, what? Because
again, it feels like another.
It feels like a marketing stunt, and that's. And now you have the symmetric thing, which again, nothing on the beginning was pointing out that this was the case. It felt more like, by the way, it almost makes it feel like Blizzard's just making shit up as they go.
Exactly.
Well, they probably are. Yeah. And if that's the case, then okay.
And they're including it, and like I said, it's good to have characters that have again,
diversity.
a diverse background, and have struggles. You know what I mean? That probably lead to what it. But again, sometimes it just feels like it's just kind of put in there just to, especially over a year after release.
Yeah,
exactly. And this is not a new character that was just added.
No,
it was there from launch.
Exactly.
No, it was there from beta.
You're developing this lore. You release the game. Now you're developing the lore on it.
Yeah,
How about releasing a character that is, that from the get-go is a homosexual character, or or something like that, or that is a transgender character, or whatever,
that'll be fun.
Don't try to shoehorn it into one of the existing characters just for the sake of, hey, look, corrective action.
Yeah, that, and we're testing the waters, see if if you want to do it. Don't force it. Yeah, don't force it into something, because then it just feels very insincere.
It feels insincere. Yeah. But I mean, again, some people might think that we're reaching and they're entitled.
No, we're not. We're not. I assure you. I'm just saying, be real.
Yeah.
Be real about it.
So, did you guys see, or did you see the trailer for Shadow of War?
Yeah, we spoke about it last week.
Yes, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fantastic. Phenomenal. Well, apparently Xbox is a marketing partner for that game.
Really? Okay, good.
Even though
I think I saw at the beginning it said Xbox or something like that.
Well, the trailer, in the trailer. So it makes me think, although it hasn't been announced, this is interesting to know still, because with all the things in the background, this could be a game that could really show the power of the next, Xbox, of Scorpio, if it wants. Whether it'll do it, probably not. Because they're probably gonna want to maintain parity with PlayStation and actually the PlayStation, right? PC won't have the limitations. So, but it's interesting to know. Perhaps they will probably do maybe limited what do you call
collector's edition?
Yeah, like exclusive DLC,
DLC,
time exclusive DLC. Yeah, I hope they don't do time exclusivity for the game itself. I don't think so. No.
They've done that before.
Oh, I hope not. There'll be a lot of pissed off people.
Oh, that happened before too. So
yes.
I think, honestly, I don't think that WB would do it. They're like, you'd literally have to give them a lot of money to say, okay, basically you're going to pay me whatever Sony would make off this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what happened with Rise of the Tomb Raider, one, it didn't make that much money. It was there. And then when it finally released on PlayStation 4, guess what? It didn't make that money back either.
No, because by then it was like
a year old now.
It's a year-old game.
So I think Square was like, this was a bum deal. Yeah,
I can see a limited, kind of like in a sense like Destiny did. Where, limited time exclusive for DLC and stuff like that. It's not out of the question. And what else? We already spoke about the Quake Champions. Oh. We're going to be talking in our topic of the week pretty soon. Stay tuned. About movie related, games and movies, right? Well, Reservoir Dog, is that how you say it?
Reservoir Dog, yeah.
Okay. Bloody Days have been announced. and trying to see if there's gonna be.
Wait, is this a video game or is it a movie?
This is a video game.
Oh, okay.
There's a game for PC, Xbox One. Oh shoot! There's no mention of PlayStation.
Okay. Hey, they need something, bro. I'm okay with.
It doesn't look like the type of game. It doesn't look like the type of game that will merit like, oh yes, we should lock this down. It looks like a downloadable title. Downloadable game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a high.
Okay. Well, I mean, still doesn't matter.
But
Ori was
I thought it was interesting though. You wouldn't think that there would be a game based on that property.
Yeah, that's an old property.
Yeah. It was kind of like when they were making the game based on the Heat property, and I don't think that ever came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think.
Yeah, that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
That being said, though, it has worked in the past. GoldenEye came out, if I'm not mistaken, if my memory serves correctly, 2 years after the film.
Oh wow!
And that shit took off. So,
yeah, but how long has it been since Reservoir Dog?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's all I have.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we're back, guys. We're going to go right into our hot topic of the week.
The hot topic of the week brought to you by insert name of sponsor here.
Brought to you by Little Caesars Pizza.
No, it's not.
Go down and get yourself a barbecue, a pulled pork and bacon barbecue pizza.
Yes, they get that pizza. Yeah. Little Caesars does not sponsor the show.
I kid. They don't know.
Their lawyers hasn't seen our lawyers. However, Control Freak Video Games.
Wait a minute now.
Anyway. It's not a proud sponsor, but we love those guys. We give them all the free advertisement they want because they're rules.
Yes, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That's right. They are the gaming mecca of.
You know what? If you're gonna go to Tennessee, you have to stop by.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I mean Tennessee's huge, so Pigeon Forge. And besides, Pigeon Forge is beautiful.
It's gorgeous,
dude. We
spent an absolute place.
We stayed at one of them cabins. Yeah, fantastic. The cabins also are not sponsoring this show. Yeah.
Exactly.
But again,
we have no sponsors, guys.
Control Freak Video Game.
So the topic, it simply comes down to video game movies.
Yes, because we know them, we love them.
Shitty ass movies that crapped out every 6 months. God. You know what I mean?
That is
nothing
but the truth.
I gotta tell you, the reason I brought this up because I'm sure if you're following any type of movie news, you know that the Uncharted film is in pre-production. They've got the script, which they are extremely happy about, apparently, according to one of the articles. Also, Metal Gear is ramping up to start the pre-production or they're in it already. Metal Gear?
Hindy. What is that from? Which one?
A Hindy. That's from the first Metal Gear Solid.
Yes.
Yeah. A Hindy? Snake! Can you imagine a bunch of Snake?
Oh my God! Yes, that should be in the movie. Totally. Snake, what's happening?
What is happening?
Snake!
So, the question is, guys.
Yes.
First off, are there any good ones? Do they even exist right now?
Well, here's the thing. This is the way I see it. The reason we might scoff at the fact that that movie games and games based on movies are, for the most part,
equally shit.
Crap. They, for the most part, tend to be garbage. Yes, there's gonna be exceptions.
Are there? I mean, for this one, not
depending on what you're expecting, nothing Oscar worthy.
Not the movies that are made into a game.
Yeah,
because there are a few that are good. I'm talking about the games made.
The games made based on movies.
Are there any out there?
For the most part, let me tell you. about this has been going on for a long time since the beginning of gaming. There was this little company known as Atari, which made a movie tie-in, E.T. for the 2600.
No, I'm talking the other way around. But I see what you're going. I'm talking about a game that was created into a film. But yes, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, I'm trying to set up the stage.
Okay.
Anyway, it goes back and forth. It's two properties that, for the most part, their storytelling tends to be different because one of them expect you to be passive and just be told
led
a
through the story.
Yeah, and the other one takes you, makes you be the one interacting with the story.
You're the one making the story.
Yes, yeah. So when you have a movie based on a game, you're kind of having some expectations that are, for the most part, unmet because you take the interactivity out of the game. You're left with a story that at most it's gonna be pretty meh. Yeah. I mean, even the best story of all time, the best story game of all time, which is BioShock, it's still
was gonna be. By the way, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That could be, that could be a good movie. I don't think it's gonna. It could be a great movie, especially. I don't think they should base it on exactly on what happens in the game.
Yeah.
Because that story has been told and everybody knows already, kind of like.
You go to this big screen and you see it, you're like,
exactly. You want to make an adaptation of it. But it's interesting because right now we're seeing adaptation of movies that we have already seen. I mean, Beauty and the Beast. The new one is just a retelling of the animated one. Yeah, so that kind of makes you wonder, well, gee, I wonder if. What are you going to do in a movie like that? Be in first person all the time and then fight a bunch of big daddies and little sisters, convert little sisters? No, but as separate type of storytellings, when you try to merge them together, the outcome is not particularly great. It ends up being an amalgamation of the two that has no...
Yeah. The problem is you have the plot. If it's going to go based on the game, you already know the plot. So there's no surprise in the only thing you would actually be going for is how do they make this in the real life version? That's really all you're going to go see because this story you already know. You know what I mean? And let's be real, you can do way more in visual animation you can do in real life anyway.
But then you have problems because let's say it's a movie based on a game. Now you have the game fans are expecting you to not disrupt the
source material.
The source material too much, because otherwise you'll have what happens with Doom.
Yeah.
What happened with the Doom movie? It was like, wait a minute, I haven't seen Doom myself.
But the first one with The Rock?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen. Was there a second one? You said the first one?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking there was a second one.
Okay. I didn't know there was. I didn't know. But I understand that. I mean, on the Doom games, you're fighting demonic, entities, and on this one, they're supposed to be like aliens or something.
I don't remember. I mean, I saw it once. I remember. Here's what I remember from it. There was a first-person sequence. Which was so bad.
Yeah.
It was. Oh my God, bad, dude! It looked like. Oh my God, you know what it is? What is it? Those rides that you get in?
The on rails?
Yeah, on rail ride. Yeah.
Oh my God!
That's what you get onto a ride and it turns this way and it comes out and he dies and then it turns that way. That's what it felt like. Wow. An on rail. It was really bad. Yeah, and in the end, that's what. If you really think about it, that's kind of what you're left with because you don't control the person. So it's going to be on rails anyway if you're going to go whole first person that way.
Yeah.
That being said, there is a movie that I do want to see, which is not a video game movie. And I'm going to touch on this in a minute as to what can be done to make a good video game movie. It's called Hardcore Henry. The entire movie is 100% crazy ass action and is all done in first person.
Oh, really?
All done. The entire film is all done in first person.
So the entire movie is a walking simulator.
Is a walking simulator. It's an on rails walking simulator.
Oh, wow.
Because again, you're not really controlling it. But I hear it's very good, and I think that kind of leads into the next question, which is what does it take to make a good video game movie? What's missing? What's the secret formula that's elusive to Hollywood?
It's well, the problem with most of them is that they try to change the characters too much. Now, listen, I haven't seen this particular one, but the trailers that I've seen so far, it looks, at least I can appreciate the fact that they try to maintain as close to the source material as possible. I'm talking about Assassin's Creed.
Okay. I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed trailer, it shows that at least, yeah, you could have an original story, but keep the elements of the game in them. Like the character, the character, it's like you see him, like he's wearing the cowl.
He looks like he's cosplaying out there. Yeah,
he looks
like some real cosplay.
Yeah. So you have that, but and you have to have the elements, but you have to make your story, something original that does not have respect for the source material, but don't like just lean too much into it. You don't have to retell the story of the game. Resident Evil, the movies, I understand, and I only seen a couple, but they seem to do that well enough. I mean, those movies are not extraordinary, but they're popcorn.
They're exactly. That's exactly what it's a perfect way to say they're popcorn flicks.
Yeah. So they're interesting enough in that sense, and they still have the Umbrella Corporation, and they still have.
Unfortunately, it was a decline. It wasn't a great movie. The first one, the very, very first one. It was an okay movie.
Yeah.
For its time. Problem is that it's kind of never moved up on that ladder. It's just kind of stayed there.
Stale.
And a few of them kind of dropped off. I haven't seen the last one. I don't know if I'm going to see the last one at this point. I don't even remember. I gotta tell you, is it Apocalypse? No, it's last final something. Final
boss.
The final level.
The final level.
I'm not sure what it is, but I do know that story in Resident Evil is just about as convoluted as the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Hideo Kojima convoluted?
Just Capcom convoluted. Just Umbrella convoluted, essentially. And the reviews again. I mean, if you can look at all the reviews, they're pretty bad. I was actually looking up because I was curious. I was like, let me see what is the highest rated video game movie out there. And I liked Resident Evil, and this is based on Rotten Tomato at a 34%.
Wow, that's the highest rated one.
That's the Resident Evil, the highest rated video game. That's the source. By the way, another one that I thought was good, probably the best one that I can think of that's actually based off the source material. Silent Hill. I like Silent Hill, and again, it's not a great movie. It's a good movie. It's a good, and probably mostly because of the first time I saw it. Doesn't live up to repeat viewings. It only has a 30%.
It only has a 30%. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna mention this one. I want you to look for the rating, but this one is one that I watched this one. I thought that they did exactly what I'm describing, which is, yes, you have the source, you have the source material, you respect it, but you tell your own story. It strikes a decent balance, and that is Warcraft. So,
did you like it?
I liked it.
Okay.
I mean,
if you were to give it a score, 1 to 5, you don't have to be specific.
1 to 5.
Yeah, 1 to 5 stars. What would you give it?
I enjoyed it. I would say a 4.
A 4.
I enjoyed it. It's not a perfect. Oh, shit. A 3.5. How about that?
I'm trying to make it easy for you.
1 to 5 is the hard. Well, because I would have said a 7. But if you tell me 1 to 5 now, I'm like, let me give it a 4 because it's. I don't think it's mediocre, but I don't think it's fantastic. Well, so what's the score?
The critics definitely disagree with you.
Oh shit!
It's a 28%.
Holy crap! No way.
28%.
See, it tells you how much I know about movies.
Well, again, if you
your enjoyment.
Exactly, it comes down to your enjoyment.
And let's face it, not a lot of those critics. I bet they're not World of Warcraft players, so they don't. Which is what I'm saying. You have to. It's difficult to strike that balance between appeasing the mainstream and appeasing the gamers. If you go too much to the gamers, you're gonna have like people like me that are gonna be like, yeah, you know what, it was enjoyable. I did like the presentation of this character and this character was cool and this character was that. The other people are gonna be like, man, this is campy as fuck.
Yeah. Oh god.
This is horrible. This is
remember,
like C quality.
I remember when I went to see Street Fighter, the movie.
Oh god.
The one with
Is this
Van
the one
Damme,
with
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Did you see that one?
I want to say I did. I don't remember though.
So
I wanna
freaking bad, dude.
I was a Mortal Kombat.
It was that was bad too.
The first one was great.
The first one was okay, bro.
Okay, you're not wrong.
For the record, I'll give you those 34% for the first one.
Are you kidding me? Mortal Kombat. Man, this world was fucked up before our elections.
I tell you.
Damn it.
The second one, which was really freaking, I don't know if you ever saw the sequel.
The second one? Yeah.
3% bro.
3%.
3%, yeah.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
the second was pretty bad.
shit, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just...
Holy shit.
Yeah. Street Fighter was at 15%. I saw that, all right? And I walked out of there going, what the hell did they just put on the screen, dude?
That was...
I was like, and I couldn't believe that Van Damme, I felt,
dude,
part of me felt bad for it. Yeah, I was like, well, dude, come on,
the thespian, man. Raul Julia.
Oh my God, you're right. Yes, the guy who played Bison.
Yes, the guy that played Bison, and he passed away. That was his last movie.
Film,
that was his. Oh God, that's terrible.
You're right. That's actually worse than Van Damme. Sorry, Van Damme. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mr. Claude.
Van Damme have had his share of bad movies. So.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. Probably because he just picks these shitty movies like this.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Fire your agent, sir. Fire him. No, here's what I think. This is my personal opinion. I went to look up to see where things kind of land on these type of movies. I think video game movies should be a video game feeling film that is not tied to any property. These are all that I mentioned were tied to properties. Doom, 19%. Max Payne, 16%. Blood Rain.
Yes, Max Payne.
Yeah. Blood Rain's 4%.
Blood Rain, yes. That was a pretty bad movie.
That was horrible. Prince of Persia, which wasn't horrible, 36%.
Oh, wow.
I want to show you
that one looked very close to a Prince of Persia.
You're going to laugh at the highest one, though. You ready for this?
The highest one?
44%.
Hitman.
No. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
Oh no, nah. Okay, cut the podcast. We're done.
Let's be real though. It's still shit at 44%.
Yes,
it's still crap.
The Spirit Within, really?
Yeah.
I tell you why. Because at that time, that movie was shit. Was garbage, but that technology was extraordinary.
Yeah, it probably got
to see that technology on there. It was ridiculous. So people were mesmerized and not understanding the quality of it. Oh God!
I told you that I like Hitman, right? With Timothy Olyphant, the first one.
Yeah,
I told you
I want to see that
it.
one.
I'll tell everybody, it's not a great movie.
No.
It is
They're
a good
movie.
It is just an entertaining film.
Yes.
Yeah. No, an entertaining movie.
Okay.
Fuck that. It's not a film. It's an entertaining movie. 14%
14%.
I can do it.
Christ.
So
they have something against gamers.
This is what I keep saying. It is a history of shit.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunately there is not been a good one. There has not been. Unless
a movie that we can feel proud of, that something that gets nominated for something, something that gets recognized of, this movie had it's a great moment. It was not campy, and oh man, I thought World of Warcraft was at least 50%. It was 15.
No, 28.
28%. Yeah. Jesus, they didn't even break the 50 barrier.
So I was going back to my point is that I think what they need to do is to make a game about video games that celebrates it in some sort of way, but does not attach itself.
Have you seen Pixel?
Oh God, I knew you were gonna say that one. Not like that. That is not celebrating it. That is insulting it. Pixels was horrible movie.
If you are considering watching Pixels, go gouge your eyes because it's better that you don't lose your soul.
16%.
16%?
16, yeah. That means Street Fighter was deemed worse than that. That's horrible. That is horrible.
I'm sorry.
Although, to be fair, I think it's a toss-up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You were saying, you had a point.
No. So my point is, I think of Wreck-It Ralph. Did you see Wreck-It Ralph?
Yes,
That was a
Wreck-It
great
Ralph.
freaking movie.
dude. That
Yes.
was that movie. That was a great movie.
Yes, and it cannot be said that is not, that is not video game based.
No.
Of course, Wreck-It Ralph game doesn't exist, although it does.
It
exist.
should.
It's in mobile. It came out to
Yeah.
mobile after the thing.
I'm gonna wreck it.
86% on that one.
86%.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, nice.
You see, that I think is the
Nice.
formula. Don't focus on the actual property. Make it a video game feeling movie. In this case, Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is a perfect example.
Sir, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh.
What is Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Let's say survey says. Hold on, because I can only type so fast with one.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World is it's a movie
That is it. Yes.
that celebrates gaming
Absolutely.
and the culture, and it's hysterical.
It's one of my favorite movies. Yeah,
yes,
it's one of my
definitely. It's one of my favorite movies too.
81%.
Yes,
Yeah,
not bad.
You see
Not
where
bad.
the trend is here. The trend is to make it gaming, but just don't tie it to anything
No.
because you're already bringing way too much baggage.
Yes.
When you do that, you know what I mean. And like you said, you're gonna have people who are gonna judge it for every little thing it gets wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you don't have that baggage, it's like, oh man, this is actually pretty good. It's an original.
It's an original film.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to tie it to a story that people already have expectations of what the story should be,
Correct.
or could be,
Here's-
and ends up being.
Here's two classics for you. Ready for this? Two classics that are deemed really high, and I'm sure you've seen both of these.
Mortal Kombat and what else?
No, The Last Starfighter.
Oh, the Last Starfighter. Yes,
76%.
Nice.
Yeah, you see what I'm
that's
saying?
a classic.
And that's a great freaking movie,
That's
yeah.
a great movie.
I mean,
yes.
a great classic. Yeah, we'll leave.
It is a great classic. Go watch it.
Yes. At 93%, can you guess what that?
At 93,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay.
we have something with gaming at 93%. Shoot, do I even dare to dream?
I don't know. You want to take a shot in the dark?
It was Mortal Kombat.
When you no. Just leave Mortal Kombat alone, please.
It should be right up there. Go. No.
According to you, if you ran Rotten Tomatoes, you'd give it an 85 or something. War games.
War game.
93% for
Do
war
you
games.
want to play a game?
Yes.
War game. Well, see, those are classics.
They are
Is that what
classics.
it takes? I'm sorry. You know what? I just noticing all this time I've been talking to the side on the microphone. Now you can hear me better. Hi, my name is David, and I'm here to tell you about a movie called Mortal Kombat.
Stop it with Mortal Kombat. The hell with Mortal Kombat. That movie was not
Scott
good.
Pilgrim versus the World.
That was
It's
good.
an Academy not nominated movie. Best video game store movie, if there was such a category.
If there was. The highest one that I have found, I said that was 93, right? There's a 97.
There is a 97.
Yes, a 97.
Holy mother of
I don't know if you
Sky.
saw this one, but I think I hope you did. It's a documentary.
No, then I probably didn't.
King of Kong, Fistful of Quarters.
Oh, I heard about King of
Yes.
Kong. Yes.
That is a great film, by the way. Again, video game related.
Yeah.
It's not, obviously it's a documentary and all that, but
Yes.
so the point is, there is a way of making the game a video game movie. It just, I think it doesn't need to tie into a franchise.
Yeah.
Like The Last of Us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, don't do
No,
it.
but-
just
Yeah.
let it go.
What you heard me mention Reservoir Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a movie, a game made of that, and the other way around, because I keep forgetting that it's the other way around that we're discussing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying to talk. I'm dying to talk about a particular game that is based loosely on a movie, but is the best, the absolute 100% best movie type game to me of all time.
Okay.
And that game is called The Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher's Bay.
Yeah.
Those movies were not that fantastic.
No.
But
Let's
if
not
you-
judge the films here.
if you were if you have a soft spot for Vin Diesel in those movies, you know, the first one being what was it called? Black, Dark,
Oh,
Pitch
Pitch
Black.
Black.
Yeah, Pitch Black. And
Which
then-
actually was good.
Yeah,
it
Beach Ball was
good.
fantastic. Yes.
I wouldn't go fantastic. I would just say good.
Okay, let's say good. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. But Chronicles of Riddick Escape from Butcher's Bay is a fantastic game. When I played it on Xbox, first of all, I was blown away by the technology used. That was Starbreeze, I want to say, is the developer.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. It could be. That sounds familiar, but I don't know.
And I mean, the technology was fantastic. Each enemy, the character. I mean, Butcher's Bay. It's supposed to be like this prison, this high security prison, and you're trying to escape from. And it's supposed to be what happens prior to what happens in Pitch Black. Mm-hmm. So that's cool because you're getting a prequel sort of thing. You're getting a fantastic game. Every character, every prisoner has its own name, has its own face, its own. I mean, which makes it very recognizable. Mm-hmm. So, and the whole premise is you trying to escape from this place and dealing with the other prisoners, and the fighting is fantastic. I mean, the whole package, bro. The whole package, so good. They made another kind of like a sequel to that years later, which was, and they also try to put it as what happens between that Escape from Butcher Bay and Pitch Black, but it wasn't. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't as well received as the original Escape from Butcher Bay.
I remember an interview that I read in somewhere. This was a while ago because that game's already old. Mm-hmm. But it was talking to the lead person on Escape from Butcher Bay, and they asked him, "So, what do you think the secret is?" At that point, because it was also the question at that point was, how do you make a game that's based on a movie license? Because those were shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they asked him, so what do you do? What do you use your secret? What do you think the secret is to it? And he said exactly the same shit saying here about the movies. He said, make the story something original. Don't tie it to the actual the actual story.
Yeah, which is exactly what he did. And
exactly.
It's still have Vin Diesel. Actually, Vin Diesel was the voice. I mean, it was the character. Mm-hmm. And I believe he was involved, or he had like a
it could be because
like
he's
a
always
gaming
involved with
like a studio or something. I want to say the name of the studio was Tegan Studios, something like that. I don't remember.
Really? Oh,
I think it was like he owned one of the studios. Anyway, fantastic. So that could happen, but then you don't see that often. More often than not. I mean, Ratchet and Clank.
Very few times, yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, for all intended purposes, the game itself is a freaking cartoon. How can you fuck that up? And the movie comes out, and
they did it royally.
It is absolute pants.
They did.
It is a disaster.
They screwed it up so well.
Yes.
It was almost on purpose.
It's almost Oscar-worthy disaster.
How the hell do we make this shit? We're going to go with that route.
Exactly.
That's pretty bad.
You know what? The movie game that I thought it was good, that I had a good time watching. Again, not fantastic, but since we mentioned the spirits within, Kingsglaive.
Oh,
Final Fantasy 15's Kingsglaive. That's a movie that even if you're not playing maybe not if you don't intend to play the game. Well, actually, yeah, because it is entertaining. It is an interesting story, and the CGI it's great on it. So that's another one that I would recommend.
It's funny you say that. On the group, John Chackrod, he said the same thing. Final Fantasy is great. So I say yes when it comes to making video game movies. Why not make a movie out of a video game? They're always fun to watch, which is good because let's be.
Have you seen Advent Children?
Well,
or are you thinking about Alive?
He's referring to Kingsglaive, is what I understand here.
Yeah, Kingsglaive.
Or at least I think he doesn't actually specify
here. Yeah. I think he's thinking Final Fantasy VII. And if you're thinking Final Fantasy VII, Chakra, there is a movie called Final Fantasy VII Adult Children. I am not responsible for what happens to you after you watch that movie.
Yeah. I actually was looking forward to that one too, because obviously the Final Fantasy VII.
Who wasn't? Yeah, that should have been a hit.
It should have if they would have done it. The problem is, again, they forced all these characters together. I'm like, they don't all have to be in it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No.
It's okay. It's when it's a 70-hour RPG. Yes, you can have 20 characters. You know what I mean? But when it's a 2-hour movie,
And also,
let's focus a little bit.
fucking Cloud. Come on. I'm sorry, but
Depressed Cloud. Yeah.
he is a sucky character. I don't
always
know.
depressed,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy is a great game with a really ass character. Cloud is a sucky character.
Yeah, main character.
Yeah.
Over also on the podcast page, we got a couple of people chiming in. James Rohr says Prince of Persia and Hitman. He mentions those as movies that are out, and I guess he doesn't specifically state if he likes them or not.
Oh,
But he threw them out there
I heard Hitman was good. At least the first one. Or it was
at 14%.
good.
It's
14%. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
It's not zero.
I was gonna say it's not pixels, but you know, it's
Yeah, you're right. As somebody here agrees with you, Kevin Mulligan Jr. says, I thought Warcraft was very well done. Yes, it had its problems, mostly stemming from a weak performance from the human part of the cast, but I found it very entertaining, interesting, and so did a lot of people.
he's not wrong. Yeah,
He said, I believe a lot of our film critics made up their minds way before they saw the movie because it was a video game movie, which...
it already has its
That's
stigma.
another, the stigma. To be fair, though, the poor advertising didn't do it any favors.
Yeah, that was not good marketing for it.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that Blizzard dropped the ball on that.
yeah, I know. They're pretty good at supporting their stuff. Although maybe
Everything else, but not. Yeah,
maybe Blizzard was more hands off on it.
my understanding is that they were wait for that Overwatch movie. Woo, that's gonna be hot.
Hopefully,
That's gonna be hotness. Well, actually, they had those shorts which were
but they're really good.
kind of cool. Yeah.
If they keep it animated, I'd
keep
be
it
down.
animated?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, no,
Don't
come
do
on.
live action.
Yeah,
shit, yeah. He continues with, as for why we need video game movies, same reason we need any movie. People want to make money and be entertained. Sadly, the latter part doesn't always turn out well. Well said, Kevin. I like that statement
Yeah,
there.
good job.
Bruce Allen Young chimes in with, hey, I hear they're doing a Tetris movie.
Yes, dude.
I don't know why.
Dude, there totally are. You know what? We could end the podcast right here with that one.
Yeah.
What
the
Tetris
hell? Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they're supposed to be like aliens or some shit. You know, of course, they're falling from the sky. I don't know what's going on with that. A Tetris movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's,
to say
it's
to
not
that,
a document. It's not like about the creation of the game, you know, about this Russian person who, I mean, you know, living in Russia on that,
Yeah.
at that time. I would imagine, I don't know the history, but I would imagine there could be like some
Almost
movie
like a-
thing that
yeah.
could be done about
The
from
history
it.
of how it became like,
It'll be,
the
but no,
highest selling
no.
game
This
ever,
is some character playing as the as the L shape Tetramino. The other one is playing the S Tetramino. No, I don't know that.
Oh, God.
But I mean, again, it baffles them.
To know that they're even thinking or considering it.
Dude, they did a movie. This is not a video game, but it's a game. Battleship.
Yeah.
You remember
Yes.
fucking Battleship?
Yes. Did you see the movie?
No, why would I? Dude,
I saw it on. I
can
saw. I saw it on FX. I saw it on TV. And,
I saw-
and it wasn't. It wasn't horrible. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't horrible. It was, you know. To be fair, I'm seeing it for free with commercials.
The moment I saw the trailers, I was like, no, what the hell?
Why not? Everything else is coming out.
Sure. Well, we got Tetris, so we're done there.
Yeah. Oh, God. Tetris. One quick last one. Mr. Neil Alejandro Granado Carrillo. His full name that comes up in here. Sonic will be coming in 2018. Get ready, people.
Yeah, really?
It's possible.
Are you playing with us?
I don't know.
Alejandro Camacho Castillo, Jorge Perez.
Camacho.
Is that Joe?
It could be. But
Sonic.
we'll have to look into
Sonic.
that. I haven't.
There've been Sonic animated stuff. You know,
It
we've
could
seen
be
that.
animated.
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. I mean, if they're coming in with like a live, like a full feature movie,
Yeah, it could be.
like Sonic. Wow,
The Sonic.
wow.
All right, sir. We're coming to the end here. One last comment.
Yes.
All right. We're going to pull it from Mr. Gilberto.
Oh,
Gilberto Vega. He says...
Vega.
Vega.
Spain.
Oh, that's right. Well done.
Japan.
Imagine the movie. It just...
Dude, a fighting movie with Gilberto on it. That would be the shit.
That would be.
Yes.
We'll and he calls himself Chaos Reaper.
And then at the end, you know, you beat Giovanni, and then at the end you go to the final boss, which is Seth. Like in Street Fighter 4.
I was actually thinking. We just talked about it. My God, Scott Pilgrim. With the guy at the end. He looks like a regular guy, and then he's like this sword master.
Dude, guys, go watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the World if you haven't. That is
freaking amazing.
One of the best movies. Yeah. One of my favorites. Yes.
Freaking amazing. Anyway, he says, I'd say stick with the core material. Cut out what needs to be cut. There's a lot of filler and even some unnecessary plot twists in games. And fill it in with 120 to 150 minutes of movie. Casting is obviously important, and what story to tell and how to expose all the elements that are key to the story are super important. Exposition, can be super tricky because you don't want to sound like you're just telling a story. It has to blend seamlessly.
So we're going to have The Legend of Zelda movie, and the whole movie is him going, yeah.
I think he needs cutting out that. He's trimming that fast.
And then, hey, listen.
Oh God,
hey.
What was it? Was it Navi?
Navi.
No, Navi. It was Navi. Okay. It's in my head. I don't know about that. I mean, I guess if you're gonna do it on the property, yes, definitely stick to the core material.
But then you have to be careful with what source material you do. A BioShock, yes, okay.
You have to include every little piece
because that's an interesting scenario. But you talk about Street Fighter, then the source material is gonna be like I'm gonna fight this person, and then I'm gonna fight this person, and then I'm gonna fight this person.
The worst one too was the follow up to the Street Fighter, Chun-Li, The Legend of Chun-Li.
Oh God, Tekken. There was a freaking movie based on Tekken. Yeah. And Dead or Alive.
Yes, Dead or Alive was 34%. 34%. Tekken movie has no score. We've reached the bottom of the barrel here.
It broke the scale.
Tekken has nothing. It said, nope, we're not even bothering.
Have you seen the ending of those games? I'm pretty sure that whoever saw that movie, they're not alive today. They're not with us.
They just took themselves out. Oh, man. All right, guys. That brings us to the end of episode 46?
46, yes.
46. Episode 46 of GG's The Mouthful
We're
podcast.
Not counting anymore.
Yeah, it's just the next one. As always, if you're listening to this on iTunes or Google Play or on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us your comments, leave us your thoughts, leave us your questions. We'll happily read them on the air. And as always, we love you guys. This is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog, signing off this week. Mr. Santos, you have anything else for us?
And he burns.
You know, just getting that shit out of my head.
The Ring of Fire. GG's The Mouthful podcast is brought to you by GoodGame.Tech, the most welcoming gaming community on Facebook. Join the conversation at www.goodgame.tech.